Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your old pal, vandweller, back with more classic Tetris Monthly Tap Masters. Been an exciting tournament so far. What we've got for you tonight is just one individual match. That's it. One teeny tiny little match. All right, it's not that teeny tiny. Actually, let me show you what it is. It's going to be out of the pink bracket. It's going to be that round 2 match between Fractal and Trap Zone. And let me tell you, Trap Zone might have the most difficult path in a tournament ever. She defeated Corion in round 1. She's in round 2 against Fractal. So if she wants to get to top 16, she'll have to beat Fractal. And then the reward for doing that is to play Dog Playing Tetris. These are the 3 winningest players ever in Classic Tetris Monthly history. 3 of the most successful NES Tetris players of all time. So if she's going to get through, she has got quite the path. But it all starts, well, last time it all started with that win over Corion. She's going to have a shot against Fractal tonight. Of course, Fractal would love to get through, take on Dog Playing Tetris, and have a shot at a fun and unique title, which is Tap Masters. The first time we've ever done Tap Masters, and maybe not the last time. So Fractal versus Trap Zone, that's what we are doing tonight. Trap Zone in chat says, Scout, get in here, it's my time. Indeed. Anyway, that's what we got going on tonight. Let me just show you the overall top 32 situation. Behold, there it is. You probably can't see it because it's on your phone and it's too small. We'll show you the top 16. People who are already into the top 16. We've got 3 brackets decided. The first one was Eric ICX, who made it through Somalian captain to get here to the top 16. And they'll be taking on Koster at some point later in the month. And then earlier today, Bendy defeated Evesy and Vicious Rhubarb out of that 24 seed. And he'll be playing Pixel Andy in the yellow bracket top 16 match. And then right after that, in a legendary match out of the teal bracket, Tugi defeated CTWC DAS World Champion Giovanni in a sweep, but then had an epic decider against JDMFX. That's right, Joseph Saley. And that went to a decider. And Joseph is in the top 16 of Tap Masters. So this is a pretty weird and wild month of CTM because of this Tap Masters format, which is great. Okay, let's take a look at our rules so you know what we're even playing. And what this is a 32-player single elimination flat bracket tournament based in the 1989 version of Tetris released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. Players can play on emulator or console so long as the game mechanics, appearance, and statistics are unmodified. They can use any controller so long as there's no big buttons or turbo functions used, whether electronical or mechanical. Biological turbo only. We will be doing best of 5. So the first player to 3 wins is the winner of the match. Level 18 starts all the way through. No line cap. So if somehow you can play to and through level 39, go for it. We will be using same piece sets re-rolled in between each game of the match. Players, make sure your hertz and input displays are turned on because we want to see how fast you're tapping nowadays here in 2025. Players should not receive any in-game advice while they are playing in a game, and do not pause unless the commentator tells you to. I'm the commentator. I'm not going to tell you to. If you do experience tech issues, do keep playing. And remember, this is a hyper tapping tournament, a jitter clicking tournament. While we do allow DAS play, however much you want, you can play the entire tournament through DAS if you want. This is a tapping tournament, no rolling, and this is tapping like 2019 style. So no bolt tapping, no, what's the one where, I don't know, there's all kinds of weird tap. You know what hyper tapping is? It's that. So players, you are allowed to use a single finger attack on a given rotational piece, but you are allowed one finger one time on any given piece movement. So if you want to go, left, left, right, left, or, in terms of what finger you're using, like which hand, you can use like left, 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 right. You can use it at the end. You can use it at the beginning, right, left, 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 whatever you're doing. You can use that extra finger one time during a given piece movement. And that is the spirit of tap for this tournament. No butterfly tapping, like, alternating kind of fingers, like rolling on top of the D-pad. No. You know what it is. Don't do it. I'm watching you. Okay, and the winner gets absolutely something, and that is a share in a prize pool, which has swollen to $355. Where did that come from? My goodness. Well, where it came from is contributions from Madelsberger, who kicked in $100, Summer B $70, Mr. Brain $25, Abby Normal $20, Cat Kit $15, Zella Zowie $12.34, Rogue Potato $12.34, Rogue Potato $11.11, Belvedere with the 1041. I think I missed that at some point. RXS with 10, Dr. Knocker's 10, Tackner is 10, DJ Mr. Burrow 666, Mountain Dew 614, Alex Thatch with 5, Zelazawi with 5, Whoops with 5, Cat Kit 269, Nerd the Box 212, Lex Diskia with $2, and Cole Bucket with $1.15. So you can be like these people and support the things that you like, right? When you support the things they like, they tend to stick around. This prize pool is 100% funded by you, the fans. I'm not some billionaire that's running this as some weird diversion or whatever. I can't do it. We don't have sponsors who support the prize pool. So you are the sponsors. And if you want this tournament to happen again, to flourish, use the Matcherino command while you're watching here on live to contribute. If you're in chat, Twitch, and YouTube, that you can just type in that command. Some links will come up. Click on the one that says tap or TM or tap masters or whatever. Click on that. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right hand corner is where you log in. Click where it says log in. Once you're logged in, you can you can hit the mustard colored button that says contribute, and any amount is good. And $1 or $645. That's a good amount too. So thanks to everybody who has contributed so far. That's how to support the players. If you want to support the channel, you can do so in a lot of different ways. One of which is Patreon. Go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris to make an ongoing pledge of support to this channel to help us to continue to bring you all these crazy tournaments and insane action like we've been doing for the last 7 years. It's pretty crazy. I would love to keep doing this forever, so I can only do that with your support. Go to patreon.com/monthly Tetris. If you're on YouTube, you can use super chats and stickers to support the channel. Channel memberships, you can gift to channel memberships over on Twitch. You got bits, you got subscriptions, you've got gift subscriptions that you can gift, and Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime gaming subscriptions, and who knows, probably other ways as well. But thanks to everybody who is supporting the channel. Now, I'm just going to go right over to our play scene. I know it doesn't look good, so I'm going to fix it while these players... I'm going to let you watch, right? Live jank here for all of you, for your entertainment dollar. Oh, big Fractal. For some reason, I got a really big Fractal right now. He is very big. That is a big Fractal right there. We're enjoying him. All right, there he is. We're going to make him a little smaller. There we go. And yeah, Lori, I've got a backlog of people for the last couple weeks that I have to add. So my apologies, Lori. But all right, we're getting Fractal on there. There you go, DM, and we'll adjust it from here. And yeah, apologies, it's not quite up to date. I will get it up to date. And Fractal with the table tapping, which I'm enjoying. Very interesting. Sort of table assisted. I wouldn't say table tapping, but more like table assisted. It's a tool assisted run. Chat, are flat surfaces cheating? Well, chat, that is... Fractal is asking you a question. So what do you think, chat? Flat surfaces cheating? Vandy, why does the channel description say CTM is in its 5th year? Because, yeah, we're like 4 years behind. Don't worry too much about it. We're about 4 years behind, guys. That's no problem. Whatever. All right. Wait, Foiled Thrice is in the chat. Foiled, what's going on? Oh my God. How is Foiled here? What the heck? Everyone's coming back. You're here. Welcome back. Oh, all right. Elle is here. All right, folks, I am going to go ahead and give you some pieces. If you want to do one more warm up or whatever, you can. But the pieces are going to be in the chat. And if there are some moderators in chat who want to help out with pinning the seeds, like Ben Squirrely has done, that would be good. 8BDF5F. Coster says, you should have to hold the button down or it's cheating. Yeah, there's something to that. Any Europeans? You mean watching this right now? No, you'd have to be a sicko. Or I don't know, you have to work on a barge or something and you're getting ready for work. I don't know. Oh, Dewey is here. What's up, Dewey? You're welcome, Lucas. All right, remember, also make sure your Hertz and input displays are turned on just in case you haven't. And I guess I can check real quick. No, I really can't check, but I'm sure they are. What is this, the pink bracket? All right, 8BDF5F looks good. Badfoy is Fractal. Badfoy is playing a best of 99. I have no idea how he agreed to that. I can't even get people to show up one time in a month for like 1 hour. And Kingsman got Batfoy to show up like for 2 hours once a week for an entire quarter of the year. What the heck? He must have something on him. I don't know, man. That is totally bizarre. Yeah, he's truly the greatest. All right, looks like both players are on seed. Both players are ready to go, and I am ready to go. It's a round 2 match between Fractal and Elle. Let us go ahead and get this started in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Okay, it is a hyper tapping tournament. DAS, I guess, is allowed. It's fine. But we'd have very few, just DAS, players, just people playing DAS in this tournament. We had 2 earlier today, and I think they're both gone. I don't know if anybody else has left, but it was Tugi and Giovanni, and both of them are out of the tournament, with Joseph Saley advancing to the top 16 today. On the left side of your screen, it is Fractal, seed number 11 from the United States of America, with a tapping PB of 1.32 million. He's the 10th ranked player in open competition, according to the most recent Premier poll. You can find the full results of the Premier poll over at premierpoll.com. Premier with an E at the end. Also the number 3 ranked DAS player, just in case that should come into play. Fractal qualified in with a 1.188 and has that 1.32 million with tapping as a PB. Fractal is a 9-time winner of CTM major events. Most recently, Mega Masters in 2024. He's won the monthly event 6 times. He's won Mega Masters twice. And he's won Lone Star once for a total of 9 CTM major wins. 126 for Fractal, 163 for Elle. And you might also know Fractal as the CTWC World Champion in 2023 and the runner-up the year before. Also the winner of the Jonas Cup, that's CTWC's North American DAS Championship. And Elle getting up pretty high on the board early, and that is going to be a top out for Elle at 189. So the target to chase down for Fractal is going to be 190. So early top out for Elle. Didn't let me get through the introductions. But all right. I wonder if this is a big drought. But Fractal going to get a Tetris here and another one, so it's going to need another 7,000 or so. Laurie H with the fan level membership over on YouTube. Thank you, Laurie. And there it is, Fractal with the quick victory in game number 1. I've dumped the new pieces in chat, players, but if you need to take a moment, you can. Elle says, Fractal, can you stop smiling? It's distracting me. Yeah, happiness strats, right? Fractal might be the only person who's happy playing Tetris. The rest of you are all miserable and complaining all the time. But Fractal likes Tetris so much, he even likes playing no next box, which nobody likes. All right, looks like both players are on seed 710B6D. Okay, let us get them started in game number 2. Fractal up 1-0. Fractal says no next box is goated. See what I'm saying? See? All right, we are underway in game number 2. I was telling you about Fractal, but I pretty much told you everything you need to know. CTWC champion, 9-time CTM major winner. That's 3rd on the list behind Corian and Dog Playing Tetris. And the first player ever to get colors in NES Tetris did so on the PAL version of the game, level 138. That was back in February of 2022. Seems so long ago. Which is totally crazy. On the right side of your screen, it is Trap Zone, aka Elle, and she qualified in with a 1.11 million. That was the average of her best 2 games played in a 1-hour qualifying period. She defeated Corian in round 1, and just to get a sense of the path that Elle would need to take to get to the top 8, let's say. She defeated Corian round 1. She would need to defeat Fractal in round 2 and would need to defeat Dog Playing Tetris in round number 3, the top 16, which is what this match feeds into. Those are the 3 winningest players in CTM history. Now, she's already 1/3 of the way through, so we'll see what she can do here. She's got a tapping PB of 1.36 million. She's been in Masters level events in CTM 12 times, including 8 appearances in our monthly tournaments, 3 in Mega Masters. And Elle played in the Stupid Tetris Monthly Championship in 2021. That's the multi-mode championship in 2021. Of course, it was the only one back then, but we're retconning it as the STM championship for that year, even though it was the only one. Elle won a hopeful circuit back in March of 22, played in Mega Masters 3 times, 2022 through 2024, and was also in CTWC Gold Bracket 2 times. That was in 2022 and 2023. 242 for Elle, 201 for Fractal. And maybe a fact that she doesn't want out there, but did you know that she lost to Kingsman in a session of Tetris Friendlies back in October 2020? I don't know if she wants that out there. 268 for Elle, 270 for Fractal. So Fractal with some cleanup to do here. And of course, you know, players are hyper tapping. You can see the tapping speed of their most recent tap. So if they're tapping pretty much all the time, then it should change nearly every single piece. Of course, DAS is allowed in this tournament, but you can see, of course, you know, players are kind of living in that 12 to 13 hertz speed zone there. And, you know, that is significantly slower than rolling, so you're not going to see players play as high on the board. You're not going to see them be able to get pieces over as quickly or as high on the left or the right side. Tetris for both 310 for Fractal, 329 for Elle. Tetris for Elle, 352, 314 for Fractal. All right, Elle gonna uncover the well and get a Tetris. Tetris Elle, 421, 383 for Fractal. Yeah, if you want to see the full brackets for TAP and STM this month, you can use the bracket command on both of our platforms that we're streaming to. You can also use the Matcherino command like several people have done, including Fractal's 7th roommate, who says, go Elle. So Fractal's own 7th roommate rooting for Trap Zone, contributing $14 to the prize pool to get us up to $369. So thank you, Fractal's 7 roommate. 513 for Elle, 474 for Fractal. Matthew 99A says JDMFX in the bracket. Yes. Joseph Saley has made it into the top 16. We'll be taking on Oscar Godinez later in the month. 559 transition into 19 for Trap Zone. There's another Tetris. Fractal in at 521. Gonna miss the T-spin. It's gonna throw off his timing a little bit, so he's got some survival to do here. Okay, there's a nice L piece, and it looks like Fractal's gonna get this under control. Good discipline not to try to over shift, and kind of almost a second effort tap for Fractal to get a piece over to the left side. You could see the piece just being wrenched over. 557 Fractal, 641 for Elle. Why is Moya not playing? To make it more fair. Moya is welcome to play in the tournament, but I consider that, I mean, at least for the purposes of this tournament, that technique that Moya uses is almost like it's very similar to a butterfly tapping. It's like alternating press, and this is intended to be kind of a jitter click tournament. So, you know, you can use a second finger one time in a given piece movement, but not alternating taps like Moya does. So it just seems to me that it's a different category, which is why you see on you know, some of the tapping leaderboards they mention, oh, this was with M tapping, right? So it seems a little too close to butterfly tapping for what the vision of this tournament is, but Moya, of course, is not excluded from the tournament. They can play if they want to, but they just have to be within the rules that we have. 812 for Elle, 745 for Fractal. Now we're about 40 lines away from level 29, which is kind of a quasi kill screen. Now players can and do go past level 29 and into level 30 or level 31. We saw that earlier today with multiple players getting into 31, but very few players have the ability to go super deep. So level 29, where the speed is going to increase by 100%, that is a pivotal level. We did see Tugi earlier today win with DAS with kill screen points in a game against Joseph Saley. All right, Tetris for Elle, 988, 889 for Fractal. So Fractal back by about 100,000 points, gets it Tetris, 922. So he's back by 66,000 points, 2 lines back. So Fractal is going to need probably something in the 29 phase. Elle with a max out, A28, and Fractal really just trying to bring this stack back down to make it workable so we can try to get something going. Elle is into 29 at A65. He's going to try to keep piling on points. Fractal with the max out into 29. And Elle probably going to top out here. And yes, that is going to be a top out for Elle at A68. Fractal is just going to give up here with the max out. I wonder if he could have gotten something over to the left or continued to grind out some points, but it would have been a lot of points just singling and doubling. And Elle is good in game number 2, and we'll tie it up. Okay, new pieces about to be delivered to the players. 536A DB. Vicious Rhubarb says, Moya's older tapping style with one quick tap in the middle would have been tournament legal. Yes, it would have been. We made it very clear what the play style was at the beginning of this tournament, and that is legal. You can use that extra tap anytime during the movement, one time. 536 ADB. Okay, looks like players are ready. What was once a best of 5, now a best of 3 between Fractal and Elle. We are getting this underway, and yes, they're getting the same pieces, which is good. We've had a lot of really exciting matches. I mean, we had another double max out, double kill screen, 29, we'll call it the kill screen for the purposes of this tournament. But we've had that happen many, many times. Oh no, Fractal in a bit of a pickle. So he's going to go right into down stack mode and just bring this down, just try to take a workable stack. Not going to mess around, but looks like he's going to survive that. But we've had multiple double max out, double kill screens in this tournament already, even though we're not even halfway through rounds 1 and 2. And we were not doing this in the tapping era, right? So players are better tapping now, and at least in this short sample, they appear to be better now than they were back then. A lot of that is probably stacking, just just from Tetris stacking, whether it's rolling DAS or tapping or whatever. It's a lot more experience. Now I have no data to back that up. That's just my feeling, right? That is what I feel like is true, given what I've observed so far. Now, someone can go back with data and try to figure this out, but it seems like players are much better tappers than they used to be. 207 for LS flat over there, 107 for Fractal. So 100,000 point lead for Elle early on, due mostly to Fractal's kind of odd left side that he had to extricate himself from. Okay, Tetris Fractal, 175. Long bar over for Elle. And the board for Elle kind of oriented the wrong way. It's more like sloping right to left instead of left to right, as you want. So she's going to work to correct this. Okay, long bar going to just get over to the right for a triple, just so she can have a good board here. All right, she's going to go for or attempt a dirty Tetris setup and get it. 286 for Elle, 221 for Fractal. The Joseph Saley versus Tugi match was insane. Even if you already know the result from my having said it, it was definitely worth watching. I mean, for one, just for the vibes, right, and the moment, but two, the gameplay was really good. 312 for Fractal, 355 for Elle. And, you know, and the Eric the matches that Eric was in, amazing. Tugi was not tapping. Tugi was playing Das. Das is allowed in this tournament. There's only two, really, as far as I know, unless somebody can correct me, two dedicated Das players that were in this tournament, and they both faced each other in round one because of how the seeds shook out. That was Tugi versus Giovanni in round one. And it just so happened that the winner of that fed into the Joseph match. 430 for Elle, Tetris for Fractal, 384. All right, nice placements there for Elle to allow that Z piece to pop in. So Fractal about 45,000 points behind, something like that. Which is about two Tetrises at this level. 22,800 are what Tetrises are worth on level 18. All right, Tetris Elle 567, 117 lines, so 13 more lines for her available before 19. Hey, Tetris Fractal 524. So Elle with a Tetris 613. Two more Tetrises potentially available. This could be like a 660 transition or just shy of that. We'll see. But no, that's going to get burned away. So just the one Tetris before 19, but not bad. 638 transition into 19. Excellent for Elle. 572 for Fractal. There's a Tetris with a 596 into 19 for Fractal. So very good paces into 19 for both of these players. Tetris for Elle, 712 on level 20. Okay, Tetris Elle 737. Laliak on YouTube says, I wonder if the advancement in stacking meta carries over to all playstyles. Yeah, it certainly does. Oh, Fractal in trouble. What is he going to do? And that is going to be a top out for Fractal. And Elle is going to go up 2 games to 1. So, Elle, you are good in game number 3. Fractal's board up just much like the rent. The stack was too damn high. What do you think of that reference from 2012 or whenever it was? The stack was too damn high. So, Elle, you can go ahead and mull this out a little bit if you want. Try to play for the double max, the back-to-back maxes. Feel free. This is a very good pace. This is a really good pace. Oh no, too high, too high. Oh, look at that. The survival. Are you serious? So sick. What the heck? What the heck was that? Oh, and the bar cannot get over. I think Elle was trying to push for a PB or just a very high score, not just the max out, because that was really, really good pace. So GG's Elle, 2-1. You are ahead. Chen resub tier 1 says thanks to K9 for my sub gift. Thank you, Vandy. Forever grateful for all the moments we share. Oh my God. Well, thank you, Chen, for all your kind words. All right, new pieces are being delivered to the players. CF15AC. CF15AC. I love how everyone has a 1.3 tap PB. Well, yeah, everyone except for Dylan and Alex. Well, no, Dog has a 1.4, right? Dog has a 1.4, Dylan with a 1.4, Alex with a 1.6. The cutoff was 1.075, which is pretty much the same as Masters. CF15AC. It's pretty similar. All right, looks like both players are ready. We're going to get them started in game number 4. Elle is up 2-1. So match point for Elle. Fractal needs to win to stay in and force a deciding game number 5. Sidnev has a 1.4, says RXS. Yeah, I mean, there are people that have it. Now, there is a tap leaderboard, but it is not updated. It's getting there. But Sidnev is on there. You know, they've got Joseph Saley on there with an image with a 1.4. I have him at a 1.39. If so, you know, you might consider that a 1.4 or not. But in terms of tapping, really just 8 players, and then Moya, you know, kind of quasi tapping. It's not rolling, but it's kind of a, you know, Moya with a 2.38 with that special version of tapping that they do. Okay, 142 for Elle, and Fractal trying to get this all worked out. All right, gets that long bar over to the left. That's going to help quite a bit. And now, okay, the long bar in for the triple. That's going to help Fractal to bring this board down. 210 Elle, Fractal 72,000. Kind of a suffer game so far. Still early. And you can see Fractal just kind of sick of being in this dig. Oh, and Elle's board getting up pretty high. She's going to uncover that right side, though. If she can get a quick bar. All right, she's got the triple for a skim, and now it's low enough where she can start to deal with it. So Elle's cleaned up very quickly. Fractal now opens up a lot of that left side, so he should be able to bring this down now and is out of danger. But it's got some catching up to do because Elle's at 233, Fractal just at 106. Tetris for Elle, 256. I think my tapping PB is about like, what is one line clear on 18? Like a single, 760? That's probably my PV with tapping. All right, Elle with the Tetris 328 through 79. Fractal 177. It's got some catching up to do. So a lot of Tetris to be played. Oh, Elle with some great placements over on that left side. Like, yep. Elle kind of getting Fractal RNG for all that. Oh, Elle's going to miss that Z-spin. So that's going to slow her down a little bit. But still room to get a bar over to the left easily. And now a Tetris for Elle. 422 through 99. 226 for Fractal. He's going to get a Tetris 249. Another Tetris Fractal 272. And Elle playing with a lot of consistency and confidence right now. Tetris for Elle, 491, 317 for Fractal. There's a Tetris Fractal 363. He's back by 130,000 points. They're about 3 to 5 lines apart. And Elle just 9 lines away from 19. She's going to go for the dirty Tetris this close to 19. And, okay, long bar gets in Tetris. She's set up again. Going to try to avoid putting additional weight on those holes, but really can't avoid it. Well, Tetris into 19 at 550. And another Tetris right after 574. Fractal 411 as he approaches 19. He's probably not going to get a Tetris on his way in. Well, maybe. Well, he's trying. All right. He's getting set up. I mean, why am I doubting Fractal? All right, there we go. And gets a Tetris into 19 at 439. Elle is 12 lines ahead, gets a center well Tetris on level 20, 651. The long part gets over barely for Fractal. And this board is just not the kind of board you are looking to have right now if you're Fractal and you are trying to stage a come from behind victory. He's got to work this down so he can start scoring again. You know, he's back by 200,000 points right now. Elle with the Tetris 735. And Tetris for Fractal 531. Elle gets a great long bar after she went long bar dependent. She's like, yeah, whatever, you know. I set him up. I get the pieces. No problem. Dirty for Fractal 559. And another Tetris for Elle 797. She is just on a roll right now. And there is another one. 827 on 24. There's a nice dirty Tetris for Fractal. Yeah, we'll see what he's going to do here. He's going to set up a delayed burn with that spin. So Elle encountering kind of her first slowdown. And this is up pretty high on the board. So see what you can do to try to get out of this. Fractal 654. I mean, still she's up over 200,000 points with now she's 10 lines ahead. So that is relevant as we approach level 29. And Elle just really trying to continue to just put points on the board. And she is clean now and open and gets a long bar in for a Tetris. 909 on 26, 719 for Fractal. He was able to cut into that lead a little bit, but not too much. Now again, 10 lines ahead, Elle. That's, you know, two and a half Tetris's worth of points. That would be the difference here. That's not going to be a huge amount because we are now nearly 35,000 points of Tetris. Fractal back by over 200,000 points, and he would need really to have to see what happens with Elle on 29. But Fractal is going to have to win this post 29 if he wants a chance to do it. Elle with the max out. And this board kind of looks like not much more is going to happen, but she's going to get that last triple. A31, that is the top out for Elle. The target for Fractal is A32. He's at 842. It's nearly 200,000 point Chasedown. There's one Tetris, 878. There's another Tetris. He needs over like 115,000 points on 29 speed. No idea if he can do this. That left side, I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do. And that is it. And Fractal is going to top out at 922. And Elle has mowed her way through another world champion. What the heck? Elle took out Corion in round 1. Took out Fractal in round 2. And now has her sights set on Dog playing Tetris in the top 16. Oh my word. Now we know Elle is a heck of a player, but you know, this run is really, really extraordinary. GG's to you, Fractal. But Elle, you did amazing. And oh my goodness, I mean, she played amazing. Just max outs, 29s. I mean, you know, and now she's in the top 16. She's got a chance. So let me go ahead and report the results of this match. Again, GG's Fractal, but Fractal now a world champion and our third winningest player in ZTM history, now out of Tap Masters. 3 games to 1. Threes 2 says Elle could win this tournament. Vandy just underestimating Elle. Well, I wouldn't say that. I would say you qualify into seed number 27 and you take out the, you know, 2 of the top 3 winningest players in CTM history. I mean, you know, that's pretty extraordinary. So I wouldn't say I'm underestimating by any means. So, holy moly. All right, so I've reported the match. Let's go ahead and take a look at this bracket. I just want to see what the potential matchups are. And again, congratulations, Elle. You are into the top 16. So let us look. Let me refresh this whole dealio. Okay, so you are playing against Dog. And you've got Joseph on your side of the bracket. Let's take a look at the whole thing. You've got Dog on your side of the bracket. You've got Blue Scooty. I think you have like all the winningest players on your side of the bracket. I mean, looking at it, it does seem like an intimidating side of the bracket. Scooty has what, 6? Joseph has 6. Corion 11. Dog 11. Fractal 9. So now Alex has what, 7? Andy 5. Broden Damp 2. Eric with 1. But like the top winningest players are all on your side of the bracket. So Elle says all the winningest players on one side of the bracket, but really all that matters is Alex is on the other side. True. Yeah, for sure. So Elle with a really good showing. Just casually knocking out 20 CTM wins out of the tournament and looking for the opportunity, has the opportunity to knock another 11 wins out. Now, Blue Scooty is in... Now, Blue Scooty not necessarily a tapper, but, you know, again, I think Tetris experience here. Opox, you know, could do really well. Maisie, I think, is somebody who's going to surprise. Tetris Time will be back on the table. So this is a very, very interesting. Oh, and you've got Dylan, of course. Dylan on your side of the bracket, which is not easy. So this is... And then, of course, if you do win Trap Zone, people will just, people will just say, oh, keyboard. No. I mean, keyboard, they really almost never won. So we'll see. I'm looking for it to happen. I want it to happen. I don't root for anybody. I just want everybody to play their best. Well, what a fun time we've had today. We had 3 brackets, or we got 3 people into the top 16. Those people are Bendy, Joseph, and Elle, moving on to the top 16 today to join Eric. If Alex gets to finals, can we do a keyboard match? You can do whatever you want. Broden is going to use keyboard if he faces Alex, he said. What the heck? Maybe we just need to do keyboard Tetris Monthly, and you can do anything you want on a keyboard so long as you're doing it with your own fingers, not with scripts or anything, or macros. Roll on any key, just all keyboard Tetris Monthly. You can roll on keyboard, you can use big buttons. Amazing. All right, well, fun time today. Thank you, everybody who hung out and supported the stream. New followers, DJ Tom and Kalnan. Twitch subs, Talvin and Chen. Chen, courtesy of K9, I think. YouTube memberships, Lori, thank you so much. And also thanks to our patrons. Big ups to Scott, Gray J, K9, Tacky, Corporal Shelby, Troy Dan Kim, Rogue Potato, Cat Kid, and Mila. Appreciate that. Patreon.com/monthly Tetris to provide us ongoing pledge of support and support the channel. Prizes, we're up to 369, so thank you to RXS. Well, no, that was the last stream, but thank you anyway. And Fractal 7th Roommate with a $14 contribution. We are $631 away from meeting our goal. You want to do a keyboard masters? All right, I'll ask Andy, and if Andy says yes, then we'll do it. The only thing that's not allowed is, scripts and macros. Otherwise, you can do whatever you want on a keyboard. You can keyboard roll. You can use big buttons if you want. Butterfly keyboard. Roll on the space bar. Anything that you want. Andy is a funny person to ask. Well, I asked Andy if he wanted to do Tap Masters, and he said yes. So that's why we're doing it. So now I just ask Andy. And if Andy says it's okay, then we do it. Binding all the top row to the left. That's a good question. I would say no. You can only have one. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to put too many rules around it. Multiple bindings? We'll have to decide. We'll have to decide about that. I don't want to put too many rules except for no. I guess that's fine. I'll think about it. Multi-key format? All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Really, I'm really considering it. I am considering it. All right. Well, anyway, I've thanked everybody who needs to be thanked. So thank you again. Congratulations, Elle, and all of our winners today. And thanks again to all the players. Tomorrow, you have a USB drum set. Maybe. What do you want to, like, drum on it? Like, do a... Whatever you... When you do that thing with the... What is that called? A drum roll? Drum rolling, guys. That's the new meta, drum rolling. Okay, well, I think that is going to do it. Let's take a look at the schedule. Tomorrow, we have got 2 Stupid Tetris Monthly streams at 3 and 5:30. It's going to be Yellow Round 1, Round 2. Ian Keith, Meme, and Bendy. And Pink, Round 1, Round 2. That'll be Hazelnut Milk, Peak, and Huff for doing Stupid Tetris Monthly. I'm also going to go to Costco in the morning. So if there's anything you guys want, let me know. All right, we're going to go ahead and end things. YouTube, have a great day. See you all tomorrow. Thanks again to Lori for becoming renewing your fandom. Have a beautiful day, YouTube. All right, Zempro wants sticky rice, pizza bagel bites, and cheese taquitos. Doc Pie wants ramen, of course. Jen wants watermelon. Yeah, somebody gave us a watermelon on July 4th. Like we had people over for July 4th. And they brought us over a watermelon, and they didn't want to eat the watermelon while they were there. So it was just me and Sue eating a watermelon. It's a giant watermelon. And it took us like a week and a half to get through the entire watermelon. And we're just like double fisting watermelon, cutting like 3 big slices. And we're just eating watermelon like every day, tons of it. It kind of brought my taste back for watermelon. Like now I'm craving watermelon all the time. It was delicious. All right, that's enough. Take care, Twitch. Have a great day. Let me go ahead and find a raid target for you. I know CTWC is going. Kingsman has a Batfoy versus Matt Martin. Maybe I will go there just in the interest of the kind of... is Fractal still going? If Fractal wants a raid, yeah, I'll raid Fractal. I'll raid Fractal then. If you lose, you get a raid. You don't get to continue, but you get a raid. Classic Tetris on Twitch is also going. They have a best of 99 between Batfoy and Matt Martin. So if you like best of 99s, and who doesn't, me, go over there and watch that. But otherwise, go ahead and say hello to Fractal. Take good, I don't know what. Take care. So long. Bye-bye. Farewell. See you tomorrow.
Hi guys. How you doing?